I a bad person? Are you a good person? What makes me bad and what makes you good? The cowboy rides west from a town he just robbed, lawmen bearing down on him. They die quickly, painlessly. Arthur Morgan is not a good person. He is a very, very, very bad man. However, he isn't the villain of the story. Neither is the man he called a brother, nor is the man who betrayed his family, and neither are you. Hi, my name is EarllyBird, and today we'll be talking about my favorite game of all time, Red Dead Redemption 2. This being the first video on my channel, I thought it would be best to start off with something I can absolutely back up. Something so unequivocally true that there would be no way I could go back and change my mind. Absolutely none. I plan on this channel focusing on games, shows, and movies that I personally love and enjoy, and that I wish to share with you, the viewer. However, I'd love for the channel to be a place where I can discover something new that you love. So please, feel free to share, like, and comment down below something that I should check out or do a video on. And if you disagree, great. I'd love to hear your opinion too. Now, without further ado, let's talk about I know, I'm a few years too late to the party. As of writing this script, Red Dead 2 is 3 years old, which leaves plenty of time for it to be talked about for hours on end, and thousands of videos like mine. And the truth is, I don't care. And I don't think you do either, because here you are, watching this video. Red Dead Redemption 2 is a story of love, family, honor, and really what it means to be a good person. And beyond that, it's a game that offers solid gunplay, simple yet surprisingly in-depth mechanics, compelling side quests to accompany an amazing story, and the visuals. My God, the visuals. First up, let's talk about gameplay. I don't even know where to begin. Seriously, I don't. Compared to most gamers out there, I'm practically a baby. I have little to no experience with any kind of first-person shooter, or really any game that has guns as its main thing. Yet, when it comes to Red Dead, the gunplay just feels
nice.
And while not too difficult or mind-numbingly dull, the gunplay achieves a nice balance where you won't die from getting shot once, but getting shot a few times in the chest will drop you. Headshots kill your enemies instantly, but do the same to you. Cover is actually useful for once, and as an added bonus, destructible, for the most part. And the variety of guns available to you is amazing. A few of my favorites are the Schofield pistol, sawed-off shotgun, Lancaster rifle, and elephant rifle. Though the last one was modded in, so it doesn't really count. Links to the mods in the description below. Most quests are fairly simple. You have the main story missions, which usually offer the most variety, and also get the player to do almost everything you can actually do in the game, from robbing trains to hunting bounties to fishing. You also have the side stories, small, optional, but highly encouraged quests the player can do that don't really affect the main plotline, but usually result in some of the best moments of the game. love the customization in this game. There are so many clothes and outfits to choose from, and even upgrades are built into buying fancier and better cosmetics. Some things need additional materials to obtain, which is pretty normal for anyone who's played any sort of RPG, and doing so encourages the player to interact even more with the world around them, exploring the different biomes and hunting for rare animals. Rarer and more expensive horses also offer additional perks, and a good horse is essential for every aspiring outlaw. Now, let's talk about something that I may love even more than my elephant gun. Dub. My god, I don't even know where to start. How about... Yeah, it's pretty good. Game engines and graphic design is one of those things I know next to nothing about, but also one of those things I'll latch onto when it hits, and boy, does it hit. Running around in the world only to stop and just absorb the absolute masterpiece the devs have given you is one of those things you'll forget to do until it slaps you with a meaty whack across the face and you just stand there just like... Plus, the pre-rendered or scripted cutscenes are something straight out of some Hollywood blockbuster, and may I say, even better. Yeah, I could probably record hours of footage to show off some of the prettiest parts of this game, but I don't think anyone would watch that. Or maybe they would, who knows? Leave a comment down below if you want to. And keep in mind, I don't even have the latest graphic cards to run this. I'm using a GTX 1080 that I got on Mercari, and I still think this game looks amazing. I may post a follow-up video if I ever get my hands on that sweet RTX 30 series. Oh yeah, someday, baby, someday. But enough about the eye candy. Let's talk. Now, I'm not a writer, but I think I have enough of a brain to know when a story is good and when it's complete dog water. RDR2 is a prequel to the titular Red Dead Redemption, the first one, Red Dead Redemption 1, although it's not called that, but it is that because it came first, but it's just called Red Dead Redemption because there wasn't a second one yet. Got it? Good. So RDR2 is the second installment to the franchise and sets up some background surrounding the Vanderland gang and eventually how John Marston comes to hunting its members down in RDR1. But what's pretty interesting about this is that RDR2 doesn't focus on John at all. He's not the main character, in fact, he's kind of a piece of crap. Instead, we're introduced to Arthur Morgan. Now, how are gamers returning to the franchise supposed to connect with a character they know nothing about when they already spent an entire game with John instead? Like, how? I'll tell you how. By making him the goddamn coldest son of a gun to grace my 1080p screen. We follow Arthur and the gang on their last stand as outlaws in a modernizing West, the long arm of the law drawing ever closer. When I played this game for the first time, I already knew practically everything that was going to happen. I'd already watched Jacksepticeye's playthrough of the game, and just that was enough for me to get that story stuck so deep that I made it my goal to eventually build myself a PC that at the very least could play RDR2. And playing this game for the first time 3 years later felt like I was seeing this world for the first time in my life. I didn't care that I knew what was going to happen. If anything, it made me more invested as I eagerly waited for each story beat or got so engrossed in what was happening that I forgot the twist yet to come. I played this game for maybe 80 hours straight, doing most of the major side quests and seeing Arthur's character develop. I don't know, man. I could talk forever about why I love the story of this game, but that's not what this video is for. I'm just trying to share my love for this franchise, for this game, and hopefully to convince you to get the game and experience this masterpiece for yourself. Its price tag is still a cool $60 in the US, but it frequently goes on sale for a few times a year for about 40% off, and even up to 50% off during Steam's autumn sale. But honestly, I don't think that matters. $60 is more than worth it to play this game. I played it for the first time on Stadia. Yeah, I know, but what was I supposed to do? I didn't have a PC yet. Then I bought it again from Steam when it went on sale, and I am so glad that I did, because now I can mod. I'll leave a link below for the RDR2 mod page on Nexus Mods, and also link to the specific mods that I use when I play. And yeah, that's about it for now. This is my first ever video on this channel, and I thought that it would make sense to talk about something that deserves that special spot. And I hope to do more of this type of content in the future, talking about RDR2 or any other games, shows, or movies that I love. And I hope that you'll want to see that too. So if you liked what you saw, please consider leaving a like and maybe even subscribing. And again, thank you for watching. Next time I'll be talking about and I hope to see you then.
Like walking into a dream.